LA to Vegas star Dylan McDermott talks to USA Today about traveling by air and starring in the new Fox sitcom. And how about that statch? Robert Hanashiro/USA Today. Charismatic, unpredictable Captain Dave, Dylan McDermott, bellies up the bar before boarding on Fox's LA to Vegas. Photo, Fox. Los Angeles. Why wait to get to Las Vegas to start partying? With Captain Dave, Dylan McDermott, and the crazy crew and passengers of Fox's LA to Vegas on board, the adventure and perhaps the gamble starts at Fasten Your Seat Belt. Vegas, premiering Tuesday, 9 ET/PT, centers on an anything-goes weekly round trip to Sin City, which takes off each Friday from Los Angeles full of dreams, returning on Sunday with added baggage, at least the emotional kind. The idea of an entertaining flight isn't a fantasy, despite the travails of travel, says McDermott, the practice, during a break on set. The flight from LA to Vegas actually is fun, because people are going to party, he says, while also acknowledging the downside of flying. We've all felt the pain of traveling, from undressing to dressing, to bad food, to people misbehaving on the plane, to getting charged for everything. That's why I think this show is funny. The LA to Vegas cast: Ed Weeks, left, Olivia McLynn, Nathan Lee Graham, Dylan McDermott, Kim Matula, and Peter Stormare, strikes a quick pose during a shooting break. Photo, Robert Hanashiro, USA Today. Real-life Vegas flights aren't quite as wild as Jackpot Airlines' shuttle, where macho, mustachioed pilot Dave leaves the cockpit to entertain, fight and try to seduce passengers, while flight attendant Ronnie, Kim Matula, and proper economics professor Colin, Ed Weeks, the Mindy Project, find that airplane bathroom sex is awkward. The Mile High Club is not as glamorous in practice as it is in theory, Weeks says, citing the complications, few hygienic surfaces to lean on, difficult to gain any traction. Colin, who flies to Vegas to visit his young son, is a regular on the round trip, worked by Dave, Ronnie, and senior flight attendant Bernard, Nathan Lee Graham. Other familiar faces include a man who will bet on anything, Peter Stormare, and a business-savvy stripper, Olivia McLynn, drawn to bigger paydays in Las Vegas. Creator Lon Zimmett, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, who flew to Vegas to play poker during his early days in Hollywood, says he was fascinated to see people transform into weekend personas on the 55-minute flight. There were people going there to strip for the weekend, people who were going to gamble and lose all their money. There were bachelor and bachelorette parties and people looking forward to a mix of music and drugs, he says. With some people, it was definitely, I've seen you on this flight before. Flight attendant Ronnie, Kim Matula, left, and passenger Colin, Ed Weeks, have an intense airborne conversation in Fox's LA to Vegas. Photo, Fox. In two later episodes, McDermott and Dermot Mulroney, who are sometimes mistaken for each other because of their similar names, ages, and career paths, will act together for the first time, playing rival pilots. When they called me, my assumption was that it was intended to play off the ongoing identity confusion from which audiences seem to suffer, Mulroney says during a break while filming a late-season episode directed by Eva Longoria.